What's up, you guys? So I wanted to make this video to talk about why I am so incredibly bullish on Kaspa and why I'm actually celebrating that we're breaking free of this tariff season that has lasted now almost 3 months, right? Going back to the beginning of February. But look, Kaspa's made it up to the 10-cent mark again, right? It is down a little bit down for the day. A few things here and there are down for the day by a little bit, by a couple percentage points to 3% today. But overall, things are looking good. Things are probably going to be pumping, probably recovering ground that they've lost in the month of May, recovering that ground that has been lost over the last 3 months. And there is so much stuff going on with Kaspa right now. So for example, I found this post right here from Kaspa KII, introducing the Kaspa Orbital Node Initiative. Connie, we're sending a Kaspa node into space for decentralization, resilience for the future. So why space? No borders, passive validation from orbit, resilience beyond Earth, a symbol of the cryptographic neutrality. All right, so very interesting. A couple bullet points here that I found interesting. The Connie satellite acts to add resilience, geographical neutrality, and decentralization of Kaspa via network snapshots from orbit. Couple bullet points here. So Kaspa, beyond global borders, why it matters. First block DAG node in space. That was interesting. I was like, block DAG node in space. So I was like, I wonder if this type of thing has happened before. And it has in some way or another. I found it. So Space Chain, a handheld satellite mobile device that enables users to perform highly secure cryptocurrency and transactions easily and quickly at any time from anywhere in the world to date. To date, Kaspa Chain has launched 7 nodes in space. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a coin, but I guess it's something along those lines. I was like, I've never actually heard of this happening. So anyway, interesting news. Very, very bullish. And of course, the Crescendo update, the hard fork, the 10 BPS upgrade to make Kaspa a super, super fast proof of work coin, right? So that is going to be happening in 14 days. No, as the time of this video, this is like a few days. So it's about 9 days at this point, because it's going to be happening on May 5th. So very, very bullish news there. Extremely happy about that. That's like, for me at least, that's one thing that makes Kaspa like absolutely amazing, right? That a proof of work chain can actually be faster than proof of stake projects. So that's like, I couldn't believe it when I found Kaspa and I was looking into it and I did my research. I was like, damn, this is like rather unique. So very, very bullish. Browsing around other posts from Casplex. This is kind of funny, right? So we are delighted to announce Casplex is expanding its team. Starting from April 1st, we welcome Kaspador as the newest member of the Casplex family. Kaspador will actively contribute to both business and technical areas, helping us to grow our products, offering and strengthening our role in the Kaspa ecosystem. So I thought it was kind of funny because afterwards I found a post from him saying, I might get fired from Casplex for doing this, but we had an internal meeting and there are quite outstanding updates on L2 and Casplex as a whole. So all this stuff, awesome, very bullish. Public testnet is right around the corner. Mainnet, how should I put this? Let's say it won't take months. All right. Number 3, documentation, GitHub APIs ready as well. Number 4, new website for Casplex and probably next week. Blockchain Explorer link will be shared before the testnet launch. This is called leaking info. So then the next post I found. So as we progress, so from Casplex, as we progress with the development of the base rollup L2 on Kaspa, we wanted to share a small but important update. Smart contracts can now be verified on our L2. Those who are part of the DevNet can check it out and test this functionality. So, and it says, by the way, Casper had no idea about this, so he couldn't leak it. So, yeah, that's kind of funny, but yeah. Anyways, that's really interesting news. All right, so here's the next one from Banana. Here is Banana. Zealous swap, pioneering DeFi on the Kaspa network with official partner Nacho Wyborski. Get ready for a groundbreaking moment in the Kaspa ecosystem. Zealous swap is poised to become the first decentralized exchange on the Kaspa network, paving the way for a vibrant, interconnected DeFi landscape. Yeah! So, good stuff. I heard this one from Zealous swap. We're thrilled to announce that we are the very first DEX deployed on Casplex, the Casplex DevNet. Everything is running super smooth and lightning fast. Thank you to Caspa for giving us access. So, perfect. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff. It's just like things are just, we're in some really, really exciting times for Kaspa and I think crypto on a whole, but definitely for Kaspa and this year and so on. So C swap. Ever wonder how a DEX aggregator actually saves you money? Let's walk through an example using Kaspa and Nacho Wyborski on Ingra Labs or Casplex and show how much C swap can save you on a basic trade. A lot of stuff here, but I mean, yeah, it's a little technical, I guess, too much for this video. But I mean, yeah, in the end, C swap is the first DEX aggregator built for Kaspa currencies EVM layer 2s. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. All interesting stuff. Again, like I said, crypto as a whole, this isn't necessarily related to Kaspa. Well, obviously it's going to be very, very nice when Kaspa gets going with, stable coins and so on. And, so stablecoins surpassed Visa, MasterCard with 27 trillion transfer volume in 2024. So that is actually amazing. You see this actually almost like the cyan Kaspa color, coincidentally. But yeah, you can see it's actually rather amazing, this amount of volume. So this is like incredibly bullish for this year and many years to come when it comes to trading, especially when it comes to Kaspa, because Kaspa is actually something that can be used for transactions. So that is something that actually makes Kaspa very, very special. Secure, stable, incredibly lightning fast, can be used for transactions, unlike Bitcoin, right? So good stuff going on. So what's going to happen? I found it interesting that the FOMC meeting for, deciding whether or not they're going to cut interest rates is just a couple of days after the Crescendo hard fork. And so that's May 5th, and then FOMC meeting is in May 7th. And at this particular point, there's only an 8.9% chance that interest rates are going to be cut. And it's interesting because previous day says it's 3.1. So, and I guess it's bouncing around. But it really would really be very nice if we get interest rates cut, because then we'd have a lot of bullish momentum right after this upgrade with the 10 BPS blocks per second with Kaspa. So I'm looking at the data. Here's the economic data about what's been going on. So we have had initial claims and continuing claims down and worse than expected. So worse than expected, not by much, by 2,000, but still, prior week was 216,000, expected was 220, and actual was 222. These are, initial unemployment claims. Continuing claims, it's actually down. The actual was, I see it. So 1 million 841,000 as opposed to 878,000. So the job losses are starting. They're going down, and fortunately, inflation has been going down. So hopefully, with the data that's going to be coming out next week, we're going to see continuing low inflation and somewhat a little bit job losses. You never want to hope for job losses, but that might the low inflation is overall the major deciding factor of cutting interest rates, even if job losses are happening. But so contracting economy with inflation lowering, that's what is going to have Powell lower interest rates. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed that it happens. It's not likely based on this, but we'll see. Anyways, overall, I think that we're gonna be looking to some major recoveries in the crypto markets in the month of May, then going out to June as well, and we might see if we get into those massive job losses, we might see some sort of a little crash, after June and maybe in July, things go back down again, and then maybe we're going to be buying those dips again. But the only thing I can say is things are going to be going up the next month or two. Take your profits and make sure you collect that dry powder. The other thing is that it's going to be a long road. This bull run is not over. It is more than likely going to continue well into first quarter of next year. And it's really crazy because I have in recent days, like I'm over here, I'm with my Roku remote, putting on YouTube videos and stuff, doing exercises, doing my stuff, have YouTube videos on. And I see like so many influencers say that every single bull run, the bull run top is in November. And I'm like, no, that's not true. I'm like, that's not the case at all. The only bull run top in November was just the last bull run, was in 2021, right? The first bull run top, it was in June. It was in June of 2011. 2 years later, there was a bull run in 2013, and then another one in 2017. In both cases, in 2013, it was like the first day of December, and then it was like mid-December in 2017. So there's nothing like set in stone that says that the bull run is going to happen in November, and it's kind of unrealistic at this point that it is, because if you go back to 2020, we already ended quantitative tightening, and then well into quantitative easing for the 2021 top. So it's like we haven't even gotten there yet at all. So we're probably going to have like a couple more legs up, and then things are going to top out and go down and crash, and things are going to top out and go down and crash. At least 2 more times, maybe 3. So we got some exciting times. Make sure you take your profits, and let's become billionaires together.